Fortnite has lots of lost media, and in this video I'll talk about deleted content, updates and more that Epic scrapped, including how you can help recover some of it. This video will start from the very beginning and continue throughout Fortnite's history of lost information and media. Fortnite started being worked on back in 2011 after the Gears of War franchise was a huge success. Even with it only being exclusive to Xbox at the time, Epic Games announced Fortnite with a trailer at the Spike Video Game Awards showing what the game would be like. The trailer had an early version posted back in 2022 where we can see unfinished materials, models and sound effects with no music and horrifying husks screaming at you. But at the end of this trailer, it showed that Fortnite was meant to be called Fortnite, the definition for 2 weeks. They obviously changed this later on in development, as in the final trailer it says the name that the game is called today, but it could have potentially been a completely different name. The logo had a teddy bear on the eye as well, and looked completely different to what it looks like now. Back in 2011, Fortnite was called Project Fortress, known as Fortress Game. This was made in Unreal Engine 3. The map shown in the gameplay is unknown but had a sign that said "Welcome to Limbo." They used music that is listed in a playlist on the wiki, and everything about Fortnite was different, including the character named FN Guy, he's also called John Fortress, some of the weapons being used in the video, and even how the husks are defeated. They also had a trailer that was fully posted which showed so much more, including jetpacks, and how the game was going to look as a building kind of defending game. In this Project Fortress build, you could also see text appearing when the sun is setting telling you to build defenses, protect your base and how you survive the night, with the sky going from dark to bright instantly. There were resources like fuel, coins and crystals that you could collect, and also powder of some sort. You were able to place build presets which were in the inventory, and to upgrade your builds to a higher level you would use a separate item, being the hammer. Concept art also shows that Fortnite in 2011 was meant to be like a horror game with an eerie and spooky environment, and more graphical content with how creepy the creatures looked, including unreleased ones, which I'll talk about later. Fortnite 2011 has more information and details that have been found over the years, including more about something called Limbo, being a whole new dimension in the game for the monsters. The game version will never be posted to the public, so you cannot download this, making it a lost game build. And this includes every Project Fortress build ever made. Now we move on to 2013, when Fortnite decided to have closed tests. Not much footage or images of these tests were posted. The inventory and building slots were now separated compared to during Project Fortress, and a lot of the resources were removed, with the crafting system introduced to save the world. There was also no shield bar yet, and it was just stamina that was being used. The hammer was also removed from the inventory, with a new system to upgrade structures that is in the game today. And the game was massively reworked throughout this year, which included the removal of Limbo. If I ever make another lost media video, I'll probably talk more about this. Players who participated in the closed test were given the Fortnite Early Access Pass. It was a golden ticket card that was only valid until April 2013. And not many people had one. People who attended this also saw a trailer which was posted online but is very low quality. They do make some jokes in it like this.
To build and build fun and quickly.
I love that edit system, it's sexy.
And if you just want to add decoration now.
How you like me now? Just get King's Landing up in your ass.
Yeah. Oh. She might be safe, maybe.
Also, Fortnite founder tags were given out, and there were only ever 500 made, with a couple having images posted online, onto social media platforms at the time like Facebook and Twitter. In late 2014, Fortnite was moving out of the closed beta test and into the online test era. People were given codes to playtest the game on their very own computers and give feedback, compared to the closed tests which were run at private Epic events limited to a smaller number of people. Those people were not able to stream or make videos on the game due to Fortnite Alpha being under an NDA. Epic also planned a never released mobile game called Fortnite World Explorers. It was meant to be a tile-based combat system with missions, collectible heroes and monsters, kind of like Clash of Clans or Clash Royale in a way. There was music found in the game files, but it was later scrapped and became Battle Breakers, which actually shut down in 2022. Fortnite had many online tests over the years where Epic staff streamed on their Twitch, and they showcased online test 2 to 11. You can still watch the VOD highlights today. In December 2015, Online Test 6 released, and with that we had a scrapped mode in the files called Weather the Storm. It was a PvP mode with two teams being dinosaurs versus unicorns, where people gather resources, weapons and fight to keep their core alive and standing with husks rapidly spawning. It also included a bomb base, laser fencing and the resource beacon, which were only seen in this game mode. Online Test 6.5 is the only available game version you guys can download on PC, with access to this PvP mode that was found in 2019, and I was actually able to play multiplayer games with a bunch of people on Discord years ago. Shout out to Victor for hosting, I'll link the full footage in the description of the video. This version of the game also introduced the AI testbed map, which was unreleased and was like a mini version of Tilted. You guys may have actually seen this before in my original tutorial if you guys have been watching me since 2022, or even with creators like CypherPK showing this map off. But it was also used in a Fortnite sports mode concept art, which has never been released. Epic had unreleased monsters in the game with armoured husks, big husks, blaster husks, and even ninja husks. One of them was never released as well, called the werewolf, and it had no animations besides the default pose, and when you killed it, it also had no death animation, so it would just disappear. This mob was never seen again in Fortnite, it was only seen in the online tests and then it disappeared from the game files. More PvP modes were also planned to release, like Capture the Flag, with an unreleased map being found in the game files relating towards the mode. This was actually all the way back in 2016 when the Online Test 10 happened. They were also trying to rework the Weather the Storm mode that we talked about earlier from Online Test 6, with a version 2 including a sequel map that was also never released. Another mode in the beta for Online Test 10 is called Operation Block Party. When Fortnite used to stream their tests on Twitch, they showed this mode off and explained how you could play with up to 3 people, build forts and defend your base against monster waves, just like how the Storm Shield works. It looks like the people who worked on the game were having a lot of fun streaming these events, and these guys were actually here from the very start. There's a lot of screenshots I'm going to put on screen, which are pretty much showing some of their stuff that they'd done from about 2012-2013 to around 2016-2017. Codes were also given out by Epic Games staff for the online test, giving people a chance to play the game during its closed stages, which was mentioned on the live streams.
Just a quick note, again, we are giving out codes in chat. Chris, who is part of the Epic team, is in chat giving out codes to play the alpha. So as Will said earlier, if you've been nice this year, let Chris know and he will throw a code your way if you would like to play Fortnite.
And if he's going too slow, just tell him go faster.
They would send them through Twitch whispers every once in a while to players throughout the online test until in July 2017, Fortnite officially released, and that's all the lost media I'm going to cover. Huge shout out to Pox1016 in the 4Chive server. They have been a big help for Fortnite's lost media when in 2022 the Discord for Fortnite archive was created. I was also told to inform you guys that they're working on remaking the 2011 version of Project Fortress in the 4Chive Discord. You guys can join, link in the description, and check out the work they are doing in the PF News channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe with notifications turned on, and if you guys would like another part, please let me know, where I would talk about Battle Royale and Save the World's lost media, unreleased updates and items. I'll see you guys in the next one.